The Layer's a hard place to live. Real hard. Ain't no soft landing nowhere in here. Smiling at you like it already know your name, already in the room when you walk in. That's the slings and arrows, you don't hear them fly, you just feel that sting and wonder where it came from. Whole layer wrapped in dark mystery. Old magic in the walls. Wizards whispering deals they don't keep. Dragons watching from the shadows, counting bodies like loose change. Succubus love looks sweet at first, then you wake up lighter than you went to sleep. Heart tax, soul pawn. It's war out here. Quiet war. Betrayal wears silk and smile real nice. Same cats break bread with you. Be the one selling your name 2 streets over. This whole thing a stone cold trip, baby. No fair fights, no refunds. So whatever shield you walk around with, it better be battle tested. Not shiny. Not shiny. Not fresh out the armory, I'm talking chipped paint. Bent edges. Blood you couldn't wash off even if you tried. Cause the Layer don't care how fly you look in your armor. They care what's still holding when the smoke drifts off. If you still here tomorrow, still breathing, still standing on your square, then yeah, you's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Testing. It took me a second to get it together. What's going on? 12th man off grid, AK. What is this garbage? It's called the Layer Playboy. We had to get our mic together. We have technical issues sometime. It is what it is. But we bike back at it like a crack addict. And let's get to it. You are in the layer and I am the night. Party people, your dreams have now been fulfilled. Get out your seat and let's get ill. Broadcasting live from the West Coast, Oakland, California, be specific. You are in the layer and I am the night. Gosh darn it. Let's do some reacting. Other day we was over there with my little sister, lover girl. And we had this here discussion. We gonna react to it. Why don't we? Let's see. Is everything copacetic? Let's listen to the young lady. Young and fresh, 30-year-old.
The uncomfortable truth that people are going to judge. Wait a minute. Welcome in. I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining us. So tonight, I want to talk about standards. I want to talk about the whole insecurity thing about it, the whole idea of soul ties, the hypocrisy behind it, reputation, even the public embarrassment that comes with it, and even the uncomfortable truth that people are going to judge no matter what.
Soul ties, public embarrassment, all those other things. Grow the fuck up. Nida, she said you ate her ass. And you nasty. And you give a damn what's... Listen, you got one life to live. YOLO. I got one night to live. I will survive. I will survive. First I was afraid. I was petrified, thinking that I could never live without you by my side. And then I heard so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, but I grew strong. I knew how to get along, and now you're back from outer space. Came to me with that same sad look upon your face. I got all my life to live. I got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Grow up. Fuck what people think. Be the best version of you, but yeah, F what people think. People tell me, you old, you bald, you fat. I'm finna get a new woman. Some fine shit too.
I don't know. If you're a wine drinker, go ahead and grab your wine. We might pour up some wine a little bit later. If we're about to just get into this. We're going to go ahead and be accountable and, we're going to go ahead and get into it.
She talking to her uncle. She know I'm the wine, but I'm drinking wine and tequila and smoking a blunt after Juneteenth.
Oh, your name is a German slur. So, okay, I will not be saying your name again, but thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Good evening, Chaco. So I'm going to go ahead and before I get into my first segment, let me go ahead and pull up the video. Shout out to Trey the Truth Teller. Let me see if I can get to the part where I was just kind of taken aback and it kind of just brought the rogue seat out of me. And I was like, okay, let's go ahead and have a conversation. So hold on for me, y'all. Trey, don't you strike me. You better not strike me. We already had this conversation that I'm going to be reviewing you. So fair use, but hold on. Let's do this. Let's see if it was.
And let's talk about that. Trey, I know you've had issues with people, maybe even me, but come into the fold, brother. We don't strike each other. We don't strike each other. We don't strike each other. We don't play people's video while they live. Come on, brother. Come into the fold. I don't care who reacts to my video. I don't even care if it's a negative video. Fighter Complex got probably 7 of them up about me. I'm not striking, even when it's negative about me. I'm not striking nobody's videos. Let's listen. Let's be a family. Let's love on each other. Is that Tony Braxton?
Here.
What can you give her that they didn't give her?
Hold on.
Hey, my little niece, Rogue C. What's going on? Joy is real.
That's what I always say. The average bitch run laps on the average man, bro. I'm sorry, my nigga. That is the truth.
If the average woman
And hello, Shiesty Bum. Good morning.
was good at manipulation, they'd be able to manipulate a man and stand with him and choosing them. And that's just categorically not happening.
Man, they can
No, but
manipulate
the
niggas
thing-
to take over.
But the thing is, Willie,
Hey, you know what though? I've been officially ran off from the Truth Teller channel. The man that talked about my mama twice, even though he don't know my mama was one of my super sheroes. I don't know why he goes after my mom. I'm Gucci. I'm officially banned from Trader Truth Teller channel. The man that went after my mother twice. I was only talking about him. But I celebrate him being a strength and conditioning coach, having young children, because you know I got children too. Shout out to the man, but yeah, fuck that channel. If when we joking, I'm just talking shit about you, just talk shit about me. But yeah, fuck the channel because the nigga didn't talk about my mama twice. You know when a motherfucker talk about your mama, he know he losing. And I crack little jokes. I can be disrespectful with the jokes, but I only talk about the individual. This is the second person. Stanley goof ass started talking about my kids. I did something with Stanley I never did with nobody. So I'm just going to stay away from them channels because I don't ever want to talk about that man's people. His girl, his kids, his mama, his sisters. I only want, if we roasting each other. I'm not going to go after your kids and your mamas and all that other shit. As a matter of fact, today, what is this? It's Thursday, is this Wednesday? What's today? Today is June 25th, Thursday. I want to officially on my channel apologize to Stanley for talking about his wife. But he made me snap when he started talking about my fucking kids. I don't care about you talking about me losing my house and a man ain't supposed to lose his house, but you brought the kids into it. But my thing is really not to talk about people's people. So I'll let Stanley go ahead and talk about my kids. I don't want to talk about his wife. My condolences. Rest in peace, ma'am. I apologize for even bringing you up.
that's when it comes down to the whole pair bonding thing that you literally just say about 2 minutes ago. The bitch you can stay. The problem is that.
All right. If someone can also tag Poppy Blanco, he needs to know that Rogue C doesn't like that B word too much. Y'all in this space,
what's going on with my guy Fasting? I heard about your situation. I hope the best for you, brother. I want my brothers to win. I want y'all to be chest out, head up. What up, Rapid? Yeah, shout out to Fasting.
that B word fly. And it is crazy to me. You're saying actress Jennifer Lewis, shout out to Auntie Jennifer Lewis, says she slept.
Jennifer Lewis is on the spectrum. That's a crazy black woman. Respectfully. Yes, Jennifer Lewis, the one that said, I don't want nobody effing with me in these streets. That's a crazy lady.
With over 63 men. All right, fellas. So how do we feel about that? And I want the honest answer, even from the
we don't give a damn how many people that 90-year-old woman has slept with. Shout out to Jennifer Lewis. We don't care if somebody 30 and they slept with 90 people. What matters to me is, can you be faithful now that you've done it? And are you done with your whorish ways? That's all that matters. Don't be a hoe your whole life and then get around me and become an angel. I want you to do some of that stuff you used to do to keep your clients just with me. I don't want you spreading your love all over town.
Ladies, how do you feel about that when it comes down to these larger numbers that people are saying? Because I am a free spirit to a certain extent. I do believe in free love. You know, even your girl, I am also a nudist at heart. I believe that the human body is beautiful.
I love a nudist at heart. Oh my goodness. Listen to my niece. What's going on with your CKJ3? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, I'll put her channel in the chat. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab her channel so I can put it in the chat. Good morning, Miss Wanda. Let me go grab Rogue C channel so I can put it in the chat. Channel. Here go her link right here. Copy. Come back. Y'all go subscribe to Rogue C channel. Get her subscriber numbers up. There go her channel right there. Lover Girl Gang. Y'all go subscribe to Rogue C channel. Let me see who's being generous this early in the morning. Let me see. Got to survive. Living in the life. Oh, so sweet of her. So kind of you. Let's make sure we show some love to the supporters of the channel. I got a new friend, y'all. I don't got a lot of friends in the YouTube street. I got Robbie and Wanda. They're my two friends right there.
Thank you for the money. Cheese, Betty, the dough. Buddha, scratch, Skrilla, paper.
Shout out to my friend Wanda. Let me make sure Wanda got a big wrench over here. Let me see where Wanda at. I thought I just saw your name. Shiesty, Roxy, Joy. There you go. Let's make sure Wanda got a big wrench over here. I like Wanda. And I know she's a married woman. I'm not saying it in no crazy way because y'all will accuse me of some weird shit. I like Wanda. Here we go. Let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the show.
That people should have their choices, but I do understand with choices does come consequences. So at the end of the day, how do we feel about, you know, the idea of larger numbers, larger body count numbers? Are we going, or do you automatically feel like that person needs to be shamed? Not the toxic. No, I'm already being toxic. I'm not trying to. Welcome in, Sin. Thank you so much for joining. Lover Gang Sin is in the building. Let's see. Young Riaz. Hello, brother. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. Roy Chess says body count more for men. I think that should be agreeable for the most part. And we'll get into it, Roy Chess, because I do believe that there is a double standard. And we'll talk about the double standard of everything. Chaco says, I think people present themselves differently depending on who you're dealing with and who they're dealing with. I agree with that. And that's why I think we do have to have this conversation, because depending on the person that you are dealing with, you know, you do.
What's going on, Mo Business? We got Rogue C channel in the chat twice. Y'all go subscribe to Rogue C. Get her up to them 500. Get her up to 1,000 subscribers.
See the answer kind of change when it comes to how people feel about this. And at the end of the day, body count doesn't seem to matter to men. And I'll get into this a little deeper when it comes down to being added to a woman's body count, when you are just wanting to have sex with her already, right? So let me go back to Trey's video. Let's go ahead and get into it and see how this kind of played out.
She start getting the urge. So she need to jump to the next dig. And that's where they accumulate all that. You see what I'm saying? Because who usually live? The bro, right? Exactly. So by default, she get the urge, she gotta go because she need a new thing.
So look, brother Numsy, he's a member, right? He said, "Well, wouldn't you feel special if you won out of 300 people?" No. Would
Oh
you,
my God! No, he's not for real.
watch. It's easy.
This
So
nigga
would you
playing.
feel special if you found out that you just got your first day on the job? You found out you were the 300 person to try to do this job because the other 300 people quit. Would you feel special?
You should ask Dory.
Like, no.
I don't know that. If I find out I'm number 300 and she stay with me and she done with 302 and 303, she's exclusively mine, I wouldn't give a damn about that. They say they bounce back. They got elasticity. Let's see.
Okay, so we're gonna start there, right? Because my first segment is about how everybody judges everybody, point blank, period. So people love saying that I don't judge. That's a lie. We all judge. We all are guilty of judging people, telling people how we feel, telling people how what we would have done if we were in their situation, right?
Wait, is that my dog? I see Chaos Culture Radio. Is that Hakeem? Is that Ronnie? Who is that from Chaos that's over here? Shout out to the Chaos Culture. Which one of y'all is that? Is that Jordan? Who is that from over there? Let me see. Where is it at? Wonder Rogue. Chaos. Was that on the? Is it on the? Let me look back in here. Chaos Culture. Oh, you on the come on the landscape side. Leave the I don't never be inside the vertical. But let me go over to the vertical right quick. Let me see. There you go. Which one of y'all is that? Is that Ronnie? Is that Hakeem or is that Jordan? Let me wrench y'all up. Shout out to the Chaos Culture Radio folks. Matter of fact, we ain't seen y'all in a minute. Where y'all been at?
Women judge income, ambition, a man's height, confidence, social status, leadership. Men will judge a woman's attitude, cooperation, her appearance, her femininity, and her sexual history, right? So the real question isn't whether we judge. The question is,
I have never asked no woman about her sexual history. And I don't be wanting to know. I don't want to hear about your last dude. I know y'all very expressive, y'all very social and whatever else. I don't want to hear about them niggas. I'm an old cat, so I was into Cool, COOL. Shout out to Time. Morris Day. Henry Winkler, who played the Fonz. Bugs Bunny. Eddie Murphy. I always wanted to be cool. Look cool, talk cool, smoke cool, drink cool, fuck cool. It was always about cool to me. I don't know what these young people are into today. I'll never hear them talking about being cool. I always hear them talking about being angry, frustrated. Ugh.
why are some preferences acceptable while others are called toxic? Because at the end of the day, I do have an issue with the fact of how these men would love to say, not necessarily this example about the 300 men working at the job or 300 people working at the job. My favorite one was always about if every key can go inside of a lock, it's a bad lock. That was always my favorite comparison, right? And it's kind of very oversimplified and lacking nuance because that's not necessarily how a woman's body opens up to a man. And men love to say when
I don't think it's oversimplified. You either have bounce back or you don't. But I will say this: in my younger life, Good morning, Bomb Cherry. In my younger life, I mostly mess with prostitutes. The first woman I was with was 27. I was 15. Her name was Sabrina. Prostitute. The second woman I with name was Antoinette, not a prostitute. Very good girl. She got a white man now. The third woman I was with, prostitute. The fourth woman I was with, young, but was sleeping with a lot of people. It was wild out here in these Oakland streets. Let me see what's happening. It's only one way to come into the layer.
Come on in. Grand rising queen, shine like you mean. Forever may you gleam. You are everything.
Good morning, Miss Bomb.
Good morning, Mr. Nightish. How you doing?
I'm blessed. They woke me up another day. About to
I
be
know that's
57. About to be 57.
I
6
know
more
that's
months.
right.
Yeah.
6 more months, and we'll be 57, huh? 57.
Yep.
If I got 5, you got 6. Anyway,
Mhm.
I hear what you're saying. I'm listening. And you know that these younger people think they have the answers. It's really ridiculous because you're right. Men don't ask for body counts, and if he did, he's insulting a woman, right? And some of these women, though, they're accepting of it. And then when they preach it and tell women that's what men want, that's what they ask, they are putting women at danger because they wouldn't understand. The women won't understand that the man sitting across her saying, "What is your body count?" is insulting her. And he could be mentally ill. They could be mentally ill.
Well, both parties are lying. Dudes love hoes. I don't know why they be on here talking about they hate hoes.
Yes. And
That's
these
just
hoes be
it's
knowing
just
that these
absurd.
niggas, these hoes be knowing it. They be knowing, the hoes be knowing. They just have to act like they not hoes at certain times, I guess. I don't know.
They want to, like they say, women want an experienced man, men want an experienced woman. They don't want to be sitting around trying to teach you and educate you. And them dudes that do want to teach and educate somebody, I question them.
Right. Because that's when they go for the young ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want somebody they say they can mold and shape.
And shit.
Well, yeah, that sounds crazy too.
That sounds really crazy.
Yep. My young sister, young 30-year-old, said nudity is freedom.
Comes down to sex. Women are so submissive and women are so willing to be with other men but not able to commit to men. And that was also my issue with this conversation, because if men, and we've heard this on my panel before, right? If men control the trajectory and the access to the relationship and women can only control the access to sex, a lot of times we do confuse trying to make ourselves accessible to men. And, you know, shout out to the Voice of Venus, because the Voice of Venus even said this, where we are getting 2 different ideas of what we're supposed to be doing and how this is supposed to be happening. We have one idea saying that your value is lessened when you're with men. And then another one is saying that we have to open ourselves with men because men are wanting women to engage with them in that way. So it is very conflicting and just bad conversation skills overall. So
yeah, them niggas is lying. They lying. Right. All they gonna do is be, if they get what they say they want, they're gonna be frustrated. You either weird, or you know what you want, and there's somebody out there that already got it. They say when you find a wife is a good thing. That means she already is that. You don't have to turn her into it. You might do some minor tweaking. It is not too early, be sneezy. This is the perfect time to talk about this.
I don't think they know what a wife is, you know, like based on their conversation. Because a wife, like, a woman becomes a wife when she gets married. It's just as simple as that. The man who married her, hopefully he chose her because they have some things in common. They could get along. It's as simple as that.
And I done told you, I like a soldier. I don't want no damsel in distress type of chick that's, oh my God, what's happening now? I want her to be like, we got to handle this business.
That's right.
Nobody want no weak person. Crazy.
I was saying, if a lot of women were to say, I don't date broke men, a lot of people would say, you know what? You know your worth. If a man says, I don't care about body count, suddenly or if a man says he does care about body count, people are going to turn into a therapist and try to dissect this man. You're insecure, you're immature, you're intimidated. And, to me, that is interesting because we do have, I'm sorry, y'all. 1 second. Caleb, sweetie, what are you doing? Okay, can you please stop? Okay. Do you need to take a break from the video game and go read a book? I think you should go read a book. Okay? Thank you.
Lord ADS, you don't have to be in the chat. You can come up here and have this conversation. This is your kind of field. This is your kind of topic.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Can you read it right there?
Again, it is very interesting how we love to see when people are saying that they don't want to judge, but yet here we are in these situations where I do want to preference this, right? I do understand that men do believe that this is a standard or a boundary or even just a preference that they have, right? And I don't feel like we as women can take that away from men, but it is interesting of how this conversation goes. And it is very interesting of how disrespectful it does get. So let me go ahead and press play.
Pause it right there.
Welcome in, Mo Love. Welcome in, Uncle Rick.
Here we go.
Okay. Because before she got interrupted, she was saying something that's ridiculous, right? Because she was saying that, hey, if a woman has a standard where she want a man who makes money, right? Because you have to make money in the world. But okay, let's bypass that. She says they say she has standards that is cool, right? Remember, but if a man says he wants to know a woman's body count, he's saying that he should have, that is a standard that a man should have. And I guess I'm trying to understand, first of all, let's say a man want a body count. This sounds ridiculous, right? But when you ask a woman a body count, how do you know if she's telling the truth or not?
And can your ego handle it?
Right.
If you was 301, she just kept it real with you. 300, could you even be there, or would it constantly be on your mind? Oh, she slept with 300 people. I think that's the ego thing is that you want to know if you adequate or not. You're gonna feel some inadequacy because you don't think she too experienced. That's an ego thing.
Let's even take it from 300 to 3. There are men who wouldn't be able to handle that. Because these men started saying maybe about 8 years ago that when women have sex, they always thinking about the last dude. And that's why they started wanting to know body count. And so it's ridiculous. These men wouldn't be able to take, if she said, I've been with 3 guys before you, because he would be comparing himself to the other 3 guys. Then the questions come, well, how was he built? Let me see what he looked like. You know what I mean?
That's what I said. It's an ego thing.
Right.
They're going to feel inadequate. They can't live up to the last dude. And that's sad for you. And that's sad for you, young man. Because the most important thing is if she mentally is into you. The last dude don't matter. If she not into you, it wouldn't matter if she slept with 9,000 people. She not into you. You might have some money. She might want some money, but you might not be that guy. You got to, what I think dudes have to understand is when somebody actually care about them versus how many bodies she had, how much money she had, how much she traveled, all this other stuff. No, the number one thing should be, do you feel like she's into you?
Right. And what
All
they
that other stuff is extra.
and it's ridiculous. And these men are building a hierarchy that I don't think they're gonna like. Because let's say we all as a society decide that okay, women with lower higher counts are here and women with higher counts are here, right? Then what will happen is the women with the lower higher counts will be more valuable. She would have, right? There will be
Yeah.
men from all over trying to get her, which means she would have more options.
And that ain't
And
gonna be the case. One second, we got to bring somebody up right quick.
Come on in.
Playing, it's always a treat when players leave church.
Let me bring him up. Good morning, Sir Lord ADS.
Good morning, Brother Nighters. Good morning, Lady Bombcherry.
Good morning.
I believe that a lot of dudes don't think they could have a Claire Huxtable. They wouldn't even if it becomes a thing about low body counts give you higher value. A lot of dudes in that are not even going to try to mess with that lady. They're going to go try to mess with somebody that's a little bit easier to deal with. A lot of people say they can't deal with women that's got high maintenance. Like me, I wouldn't mess with Lisa Ray or Ebony K. Williams. Them is rich women. I'm a broke person. I'm gonna mess with somebody a little bit more closer to my lifestyle, a little bit more into my kind of experiences. If you done been to Ibiza and everything else already, how am I gonna impress you? I need a female version of myself that's probably been to at best Mexico, Tijuana. Then she can be impressed with a vacation.
I say this night to that, right? No, you was right. You overthink. I think you overthought this a little bit because you was right in the first place. If she like you, that's really all that matters at the end of the day. No matter how much money she got, if she likes you, right? I mean, it's been proven 1,000 times over that when women find men they like, the money thing isn't big of an issue, right? And let's just keep it real. The body count thing ain't as big of an issue to me in my head at all. I don't even ask, right? At this point. I mean, just kind of, if she likes you, she likes you. And if you like her, you like her, right? You know what's more important to me than body count? Her physical health, her mental health, how many kids she has, right? That stuff matters way more to me than body count.
Why do the kids matter?
If she got 3 or 4 kids, that means I got to feed 3 or 4 kids. That's why.
Not necessarily. She probably had a good relationship and her man is taking care of his kids.
You would hope so, right? But I found more often than not that most of these women out here who are doing it by themselves. You know what I'm saying? I talked to a girl a couple of days ago, right? She was 31 years old with 2 kids, a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. And man, she was beautiful. But she was with a dude who couldn't, you know what I'm saying, do right, whatever. And now he's in jail supposedly, right? So when I talked to her, I asked her for a number. And the conversation went absolutely, you know what I'm saying, awesome. Great conversation with her, right? Went on about 10, 15 minutes. She's a beautiful girl. But I didn't return her call because I was thinking to myself right now, I said, do I know 2 or 3 year olds? Oh, that's really, really young for me to walk into a picture, right? So yeah, man, the kids matter more to me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Her physical health, her mental health, and the kids matter more to me than body count.
But you didn't return a call instead of having the conversation. At least let her know. So y'all men don't like if women leave y'all hanging, but they are okay with just leaving a woman hanging.
Yeah, Lord ADS is rotten. You want to ghost that woman?
I didn't touch her. I didn't break the tampering. I didn't change the packaging. You know what I'm saying? I just got the number. I went, picked it up off the shelf.
Okay, so you were just window shopping.
A little bit. Yeah. I was shocked I got the number, believe it or not. She was so sweet. It's like great.
Oh, check it out. She was so sweet, right? And apparently she must have liked you, right? Visually based on or whatever, however y'all met. And then instead of you just saying, you're a lovely girl and everything, but you have 2 young ones. I'm not really it won't hurt her, but just ghosting her. That like we like scoring people and we don't think about it at all because we think about ourselves. I get it. Just know that when women decide, okay, nah, I didn't really like that conversation, even after we had a date, he thought it went well, but she just said, well, yeah, I'm not answering his calls no more. I think that's fucked up, especially when we older. You get when we younger, we may do this shit because we don't understand how we're treating others, but you older men are doing this to younger women. Fucked up, baby. Lord have mercy.
Well, Bomb Cherry, I would say this to that, right? It's better for me not to call than to call and leave
Wait.
on
And
me,
you
right?
15 years older, right? 14, 15 years older.
Something like that. 15
Oh
years
my
older.
God, Manish. This is what older men do to younger women, and the younger men have no chance in hell because she'll get scarred by an older man, and now she don't even the ones who she trusted because we taught to trust our dad, the older men we trust them. So the women who end up being
Nice,
accepting of them. What?
Nice, why'd you call me up here for this?
Because this is your type of conversation. Listen, Rogue is 30. You said 31.
Yeah, 31.
You wouldn't tell her, I really like meeting you and blah 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 blah, but I don't want to mislead you.
I really didn't want to mislead her, believe it or not. But she told me she had the 2 kids like a little bit after before I got the number, a couple seconds. I still got the number. But in the back of my head, when she mentioned that, my mind went all types of places, like, uh-oh. But even though Bomb Cherry might have a good point with this, right? She might have a decent point with that, right? Maybe you should say she's just too much and I can't do it.
Can you see what I just put on the screen, Sir Lord ADS?
Yeah. Now we'll get this lecture for 4 hours so Nice can peacock off my fucking forehead. But
well, you the one who gave us the story, right? But let me just say this. I'm not saying you have to keep in contact with her, but if you the one who said y'all had a lovely conversation, everything was good.
Wait, Bomb, 1 second. We got to bring up one of the OGs from the space right quick.
Come on in.
Plan, it's always a treat when players meet.
Broadcasting live from some Asian place. We don't know what part of Asia he's in, but he's walking the streets. No, don't do that. What's going on, Sharon? We cannot hear you.
He said, give him a minute.
Okay. Well, go ahead, Bomb. You was talking.
Okay. So what I was saying you can make your decision. You don't want to deal with it because you have kids. Nothing wrong with this. But what I'm saying, instead of, you saying you're not going to call her back, if you thought that the conversation went well, why not say, hey, I had a lovely conversation. I just want you to know, the kids, and so it could be all done real nice. And then she won't think that somebody just used her time, and she may not know what the problem is. Why not just tell her?
You want to hurt her a little bit.
I'll text the Bomb this weekend and say, hey.
I mean, I'm not telling you what to do because you're a grown man, but I'm asking, I'm just giving you some insight.
No.
You grown, but what did Rogue say? Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Would you be okay with being ghosted?
Oh, I have been ghosted a couple times. That's nothing.
Were you okay with it? Is the question.
Once or twice I was. Once or twice, yeah. I was like, gosh, she didn't call because I know I ain't like her, but you say we just was talking, so I gave her my number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So sometimes it's like, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just move. And believe it or not, I'm still moving anyway, right? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If she kind of ghosts you or whatever, it's to me, it's something that happens a lot in Atlanta, right? You're gonna get ghosted once or twice out. So to me, it's not a big deal. It's just like, okay, well, she didn't call me back. I guess she ain't like me. Let me keep talking, right? Let me keep going out doing my thing.
But if they say they're more emotional, and some goofies on here say they childlike, you got to be a little bit more, give a little bit more of a soft touch.
I believe what we put out into the world is what we get. So, but as an older man, you're the one who said the conversation went great. Now, if you would have said it was just a basic conversation, it wasn't nothing too much, you know, but you said it was a lovely conversation, and you know what I mean? And so it sounded like everything was good. So she would be kind of shocked or hurt, maybe, possibly, that you didn't call her. Or even if she's not hurt, it will affect her on how she move forward with men. Nothing is wrong with you not liking that she got 2 little kids. Nothing's wrong with that. But you could tell her though. You could let her know.
Yeah, you can say what you said to us, that she's beautiful.
Mm.
You're very attracted to her, but
Yeah.
You know, when she go in there, you ain't gonna be able to pull out. That's why she got 2 kids.
uh-oh. You scared? You scared of? Wait, Lord, you scared about getting trapped?
Not at all. I'm looking to kind of build a family, man. At this point, I really am looking to settle down. But
okay. So you going in wrong? You letting it out? Okay.
I mean, we're talking about marriage, the whole
No,
nine,
yeah.
right?
No. We accept what you said. Shout out to the shout outs. He want to bust all up inside of her. Hey, listen,
up,
Lord,
Knight?
that's the young man. He only in his 40s. Whoa. You worried about a baby and a 2-year-old? What you about to do?
Dang.
He want a brand new one of his own.
That's what he want. He want to fresh out the box. That's what he want.
Hi, Tron. You having a good day?
Hey,
a good night? Or whatever it is over there.
When you coming back to America? We miss you. When you coming back?
Soon. Hey, Bob, you see we famous now, Bob?
Who famous?
Me and you. They reviewing us all over the place. You've been famous, right?
Oh, wait, what, they reviewing us? What we did? What did I do? Oh, Lord.
They said you was cooking Taz on the terms of endearment for the N-word.
Oh, okay. Are the consensus is that I was wrong? Was I right? What they say?
You was 100%.
That was light work. I thought they had captured her with when she go, and I tell you, Nichols.
How'd she say it, Knight?
Say Nichols. And then she hit.
I love the way how yo, Knight, I ain't gonna lie, I like the way how you say it too.
Baby.
What the cool kids up to tonight?
Yeah.
Let's see, who else? Did I miss anybody? I said hello to Chaco. I said hello to Sin.
You didn't say hello to me.
Right. So hold on, because let's see what Roy Chess is saying. Oh, let's start with Chaco Kitty. My thing is, if these men had some type of value in their opinions, then their opinions would be worth considering. They can't judge me because I judged their first. And that's fair, right? Because again, at the end of the day, we all judge. And I do think it is about the people that we actually want to accept the judgment from. So I will most definitely give you that, right? I don't think it's an issue when it's like, we really shouldn't care about people that we're not trying to be interested in, respectfully. If it's a man that I'm not interested in and he wants to talk about Rogue C, guess what? He's not really going to get much attention from Rogue C because you're not on my radar. Thank you so much. I hope y'all are liking the styles. I hope y'all are liking that. Your girl is a cosmetologist by trade, so I do like to have fun with my looks. So I hope you guys are enjoying the looks as much as I enjoy giving them for y'all.
Did you start to be Leonidas?
100%.
She really has spruced herself up nice. I mean, she really has. I mean, she's been hitting the gym. You know what I'm saying? She takes really great care of herself. She really looks good now. She really does.
Well, she
calm down. Calm
down. Yeah, calm
I
down.
know it's
just a compliment. I wouldn't take it thanks too far. Just a compliment.
Just send $300 to a Cash App. She'll know how much she likes.
Yeah.
What's going on, Ronnie?
Yeah, you kind of did take it too far, but y'all never understand when y'all take it too far, right? Because she was beautiful even before hitting the gym. She was beautiful even before her hairstyle that could change tomorrow, right? Or makeup. She's a beautiful young lady. But when you added those things, that's when you took it too far. I know, but that's
I apologize for the compliment. I take it back.
You a wussy. You're gonna apologize for everything. One second. Every time Bomb say something, you're gonna apologize for it.
I'm just giving a little education, you know.
I know better. I know better than mess with Bomb. I know how she get.
No,
and
I'm
I'm
not
gonna get my
fighting.
ass towed up this morning.
Scary
People always
cat.
think I'm fighting them.
He's a scary cat. That's what it is. I got you though. 1.27 seconds. I know exactly what you're saying. Give me 1 point. Where is this at? Let me find this right quick.
I need a price, 90s, because I want to start playing it too. Okay.
Yeah. Let me find it right quick. Here we go. Lord ADS.
Late night and daytime comment section warfare. Everybody tough online till the pressure pull up.
Everybody tough online till the pressure pull up.
Cherry, you be wild and holding the net shook. They know what's up with you. They don't want no smoke with you. Bomb Cherry, you be snapping. Every post turn pressure when you roll up in the mixture. Wildin', wildin', wildin'. Bomb Cherry, you be wild and they talk loud online but get quiet when confronted. Everybody play tough behind avatars and hashtags. Throwing stones then hide their hands real fast. Gender war, battlefield, all toxic and bitter. Everybody keeps score like love a competition. One side screaming all figures trash. Other side yelling all Mrs. Gold Diggers back. Algorithms feed the chaos for reactions. Turn pain into clicks and clicks into distractions. Bomb Cherry slide through speaking reckless truth. Laughing at the fake booze. Selling fake proof. Podcast kings yelling through neon lights. Whole comment section look like bitchin' fights. Meanwhile real folks still lonely at night. Still hurt from betrayal. Still searching for something right. Nobody wanna heal when attention pay better. So everybody online just applying more pressure. Bomb Cherry, you be wildin', but they don't want no smoke with.
They don't want no smoke with you.
Hey, that shit was fire.
I know, I like it, man.
Also,
Why say
women,
that?
To the night, that was
women that
fire.
have high body counts are also more likely to be promiscuous during a committed relationship and or commit adultery during the marriage. So what I said was that so we were talking about a woman that had said she'd been with 300 niggas. So what I did was I did the math, right? Like I just did the basic
The
math.
average, yeah.
Yeah, I said, okay, so if the average penis size in America is 5.5 inches, 300 times 5.5 is what? Anybody?
My goodness. I told you it was about ego. I told right to the dicks. What dicks was in her? What size was them dicks in you, girl? Just say that then. Are you a size diva? Man, that's a cold conversation about to jump off right there. So 300 men, the average dick size is 5 inches, 300 times 5. What are you putting all the dicks together and making it one big dick?
Oh, I'm gonna have to grab that clip. God, I did.
That sounds crazy. What you talking about,
That
mate?
is wild. 300 men, 5 inches of dick. You put it all together. Come on, brother. Willie Beeman.
Oh. Well, they say he best at what do you call it? The same thing Taz said when they say they're good at what is it called? Debating. So this is his debate. He wanna measure the penises and average them out.
Oh my goodness. I would never even think of that. 300 dudes, average inches is 5-some inches. If you put all the inches together, my goodness, I'd have never thought of that, Willie. You are a great debater.
He a great debater.
Okay.
He a great debater, okay?
It's 1650. So that girl has had 1,650 feet of dick. I mean, excuse me, inches of dick in her life.
God damn.
To do the math.
That's crazy.
Look at Rogue.
Whoa, women. Rogue C, this is your panel. 615 inches of dick in her life. What does that even mean?
Why did he?
She took it all at one time? Or it all compounded?
One time?
I gotta ask Willie next time I see him. What does that mean, brother? 615 inches of dick.
Yikes.
Wow. To even say it.
Insane.
Woo.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. I never heard no shit like that.
My bad, I was muted still. All right, so that is the part that I came in and I started listening, and I'm like, what the heck are like this? That equation was so raunchy for one to me, but it was so crazy because the fact that I can see a group of men online sitting and doing this math, it was mind-blowing to me at first because I'm like, what the heck are y'all doing? Why are y'all even having this conversation to even come out with this math? Because that was just insane. The fact that you guys want to talk about how much mileage like a woman really is a car. And I do have to ask a question. And when we get into this video, I will, I'll show the part where I was asking. But whenever I also hear this question or these conversations about body count, to me, it always just seems like men believe that other men are dirty. Because the only thing that makes a woman.
That's not what they thinking. They thinking that other dude did something to you that he can't do to you. That's an ego thing about somebody feeling some inadequacies. Because why would you say 300 dudes, 5 inches in the summer average like this? Either she like you or she don't. It ain't that complicated. And you're going to know if she like you in the bedroom, and you're going to know if she likes you out of the bedroom just by paying attention to the room. Y'all say y'all got discernment. Y'all say y'all can measure things and you understand algebra and the world and everything else. So it ain't that complicated. I know when people like me, they keep coming around and they do things for you. The ones that don't like me don't come around that much and ain't ever did nothing for me. See the difference? It ain't that complicated. Woo!
Woman's value go down is when she sleeps with another man. So I have to ask, brothers, fellas, do you guys believe that the moment a woman touches a man, if a man touches her, if a man is inside her, she now becomes dirty? And do you also have to admit that you believe that you yourselves are dirty? You guys are the thing that makes something pure perverse. And I do have to really ask that question because it is confusing to me. Because if you guys are supposed to be these kings, if you guys are supposed to be these outstanding men, these great men, why is it the moment that a woman sleeps with you, she's dirty? She's no longer pure. She's no longer clean. But I'm sorry, that got me hot because it was crazy to hear that in real time. So I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit more.
So again, that's why I said, like, not disrespect. There's five.
Yeah, now, hey Trey,
There's
that's crazy, ain't it?
There's 5,280 feet in a mile. So the bitch is halfway to a half a mile of
Hey,
dick,
bro.
Like
Back you all the way up. Now listen, that man just said this woman had a half a mile of dick. What would make you even say that? That's crazy.
why would a nigga accept a woman that's been with 300 niggas? Like that is crazy.
Hey, yo, you got to put this shit on the short nigga. That shit will
Hey, man. That's what I said, man. I ain't. Hey, a motherfucker. Hey, so listen. I guess apparently, I mean,
let me say this. The logic behind it, I get it. Just actually saying it and articulating it is genius. But as a man, I just can't, bro. Really, but I ain't lie. Willie a different type of nigga. So
Your bitch done been with a half a mile of dick.
One thing about Willie, that means Willie gonna tell the hard truth what you want to hear tonight. That's one thing I know about him.
Nigga, a block. Hey, a block a dick. I ain't gotta be 1,600 miles. A block. You hear me?
These dudes is happy. I thought they'd have went past that. They stand on it.
Some of the men up there love dick, and I've been saying this for a while. So the conversation is right in their arena. So they're gonna stick to it.
I'd have been moved off the whole 300, 600 and whatever. My goodness. No, a whole block of dick. What? Lord ADS, would you participate in that conversation right there?
Nah, not at all. It just sounds a little crazy, right? Even kind of going there with it. We all mature adults here. We all know that, you know what I'm saying, our partner probably has a previous history of other men. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that she's dated other men. I would hope so. When you get to your 30s, you dated other men. And, you know, if she happens to have, you know what I'm saying, kind of a rough history, I mean, that's stuff that, let's be honest, unless it affects you, I'm not really concerned about. Unless it's somebody you know, like if it's a cousin or uncle or something she didn't, you know what I'm saying, messed around with. If it's a bunch of dudes I don't know, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't even know why you would ask a woman that question.
Look, okay, I'm a woman, so
have you ever did that, Lord ADS? Hey, baby, how many men have you slept with?
Not at all, brother, because I never wanted to know. I just never been my thing.
So I'm a woman, so I'm gonna expound just a little bit. They're gonna really hate this, right? So let's say some of you men are over that 5.5 inches. Suppose you working on like 9 inches, even 8.5 inches, and you was the husband, and y'all been together your whole life, and y'all had sex average 2 times a week, right? So now that mileage gonna be a whole lot more, right?
Yeah.
That's
2 times a week. That's one of them sexless marriages.
but we want to do the average throughout, let's say, a long period of time. 2 times a week with some kids, though, that's kind of it. Shit, but you 90s, you sound like you was freaky, okay?
I'm not freaky. I'm just regular. But we know how to put the kids in childcare and put them to sleep. I had them on a timer.
You put them kids on what they name of that?
And listen, and I had a man cave, and she had a she shed, and we had so we had some spaces we could hide in every now and then.
Oh yeah, y'all had some space.
Yeah.
See, our kids was right there. Their room was right next door to ours.
Yeah, Mo Business. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but sex is not work. Cut it out.
I mean, how do you add that to a conversation? Hey, baby, what's your favorite color? Hey, baby, what's your favorite food? Oh, by the way, baby, hey, what's your body count? Man, ain't nobody hearing that. This is going to be crazy. You say something insane like that, right? To a woman, ask her how many men she done slept with. I don't even know how you get that information if you did ask, right? I mean,
I don't want to hear about one of them dudes. I broke up with a chick because she said something about her dude. We having sex in the middle of, she saying something about dude. I was like, yeah, I'm cool. She's like, what happened?
Disrespect.
You
Yeah,
talking
that's
to, I don't want to, I'm not in no competition with none of these dudes out here. If that dude is your dude, then I violated him. You need to go ahead and get back with him. Don't compare me to nobody. That's the end of the relationship right there. Then in that day, the minute the words come out your mouth, I'm me. I'm just regular. Yeah, when such and such you said, bye. I don't care nothing about them cats. I don't care if you was with 900 dudes. I don't want to hear about them.
Where are you finding?
If you put in a doctor outfit, my nigga, in the board, and you write this shit down.
Okay. I have to see what y'all are saying when it comes down, because he just said a block of D. That is insane to me. So this seems like some red pill Kevin. Pretty much, yes. Because again, so for those who have not been in this space for a while, or for those who have, you already know that this conversation has been a thing forever. And it's so repetitive, and that's what was frustrating me. Let me just
I don't ever remember hearing nobody talking about a mile of dick or 600 some inches of dick, because they adding up the number of men plus the average penis size. It's my first time ever hearing some nonsense like that. You heard that before, Lord ADS?
That's a lot of math, nigga. I'm not sure if I'm that good at calculus, so no, I've never heard no craziness like that.
He said something that's been talked about in the space for years. For between who? I would have definitely cut that off.
Admit that. That's what was frustrating me. Because respectfully, I'm like, y'all are a bunch of grown men on a panel online, and y'all are still worried about a woman's body count. That seemed disgusting, like I said earlier. But it also just seems so unproductive because, again, y'all are still smashing these women, respectfully. You're still going to come up to any woman with a body count that you deem too high, and you're just going to add to it. So where are your standards and where are your morals at that point, fellas? I do have to understand that.
They ain't got no standards or morals. If they can smash, they gonna smash. If it's easier to smash, they definitely gonna smash. It kills me when I hear these people up here talking about this morality stuff. Shout out to the people that are actually more moralistic, but y'all scumbags. Just say y'all scumbags. I don't lie. I'm a scumbag. I believe there is a God. I don't believe these interpretation that these human beings is given is it, because I believe it is what he say it is, that he's omnipresent and everywhere, and there is no beginning and there is no end. So you can't even imagine that. That's why a lot of times when I get to feeling some kind of way, I think about that right there. You can't even imagine that. We the only living things, just us on earth. That don't even make sense.
I mean, even if you go at it from a morality perspective, right? I mean, it's basically listed under, and don't blow me up for this, but sexual immorality and fornication. How can I accuse you of being a fornicator when I'm one too? We both out here doing that, right? That's right. That's kind of the new dating habit. So at the end of the day, me yelling at
Lord
her,
ADS, because if you say that, that's the end of the conversations.
Facts.
If you say what you just said right there, that I'm impure, you're impure, all we trying to do is get the best version of whatever we can get in the opposite sex, that's the end of the conversation. You can't be on here all day talking about and women on this and women on that and men on this and men on that. If you really just look at the human condition, I shouldn't be alone like this. Nobody should be alone. That's unnatural. This thing that people would like, think about this, Lord ADS. This is 8 years now.
I think that's
that Mexican woman that I went and took to McDonald's, I didn't even touch her. I didn't shake her hand. I didn't hug her. Oh yeah, she hugged me. She hugged me.
I mean, you got, and this you're gonna have to forgive me for. You got a president who came into office, I think shocked everyone when he got into office, right? And then you got a 5-year pandemic on top of that. People got that. To this day, a lot of people still got that pandemic residue. Still, a lot of people who ain't going outside.
Don't you think that's gonna happen again?
Hopefully not anytime soon, man, because it will be hard to suffer through a second.
It's gonna happen again, brother. Once they introduce it, it's gonna happen again. Listen, I think they always playing with our heads. Because the way I look at it, this is a time where a minority of people got the most money. And I think they greedy. They're going to live underground and do whatever it takes. And they're going to let the rest of the people suffer. So what better way, since you about, because they say it ain't going to be no middle class. They're trying to eliminate the middle class. They say it's not going to be one. It's going to be rich and poor. They talking about people having UBI. Majority of people not having no money or access to money. And they're saying that most of the jobs is out here, the robots will do. Can you imagine that world?
Yeah, we're getting close to it now, man. Remember, I work in engineering, so you see,
you training. I told you about that old movie, Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn. He turned 50. He had trained 3 guys to take over his job. They gave him a gold watch and pat him on the back and said he was a part of the family, and didn't talk to him no more. We training the AI that's going to take over our jobs. Think about it.
I mean, I've been through that night. It's because you don't have any regulation over it. the Obama administration, they were working on measures, right, with AI that would kind of supplement to the point where, it wasn't going to hurt people in the economy as bad, right? So you might see some people getting laid off because of AI, a few others here and there, but you wouldn't see like over the last, the last 6 months, almost 400,000 people have been laid off due to AI.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
So people, what y'all need to do when y'all make them phone calls, tell that robot you want to talk to an operator.
Facts. I want a human.
Human. Operator. I don't want to talk to no damn robot. And you ones is, oh my goodness. What's going on, Dragonfly Jones, the dude with the coolest name in these YouTube streets? Good morning, CJ Brooks. Nice to see you here again. Good morning, Chalk. This is just another one like the other one until Sharon start up, and then I'll get out y'all way. We're gonna move it forward a little bit, get off the foot of dicks and blocks of dick conversation. We're gonna go right here when she get this guess.
Now, when you bring that up too, Nice, now her physical health, Sugar Bomb makes, just because it's easy doesn't mean you should say it ain't free, right? Let's just be honest. You gotta be like, I'm in Atlanta, you gotta be super careful of STIs and STDs out here with women. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them do have it, and a lot of them ain't gonna tell you anything. They just gonna get in bed, and then, like you said, they might ghost you the next day. You wake up burning, or you know what I'm saying, you got mumps or something weird going on, right? That's one thing that does concern me at a high pace.
The mumps.
Yeah, you get the lumps. You better be careful out here. Yeah, so I mean,
yeah, I never had the mumps, and I'm cool on the mumps. I don't even really know what that is.
I was in the military, man. We used to hit ports every other weekend. Niggas in the back of the medical getting shots. Like, damn, you had to go medical this morning? Yeah, I had to go medical, man. My back was hurting. Nah, nigga, you needed to go get a shot.
Yeah. I'm cool. I ain't never had chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, none of them things. I don't want none of that. I'm a germaphobe. Well, I don't know nowadays. I've been letting stuff be nasty. When I was younger, I couldn't let a thing be out of order or not be clean. But I now that I'm got old in my age, I kind of like, I'm a little bummy around this spot.
I have an echo.
Well, I can hear myself.
How about now?
Yep, we're good. Hi, hello. Nice to see you again. Nice to meet you again.
You said again. We know each other?
Yes, sir. We had a little fallout moment on shout out to Melanin Legacy. I had not cammed up, but yes, that was me.
You were not on that show with us. What was your name there?
Roxy.
I don't remember it. But you were saying some things in that and talking about that video. And what I find is that it appears to me that Black women will make statements like you said, a man's not supposed to care about a woman's hair. In the same breath, y'all will swear up and down y'all do your hair to please men. But y'all like being just rude to Black men. In my opinion, Black women, y'all love trying to make a dude sound gay by no matter what he says, you will say he's sassy, sweet. You will use words that are inflammatory on purpose, which makes no sense. Because if you're doing hair and I got eyes, why is it I couldn't look and see what I like and don't? That doesn't seem to make any sense. Imagine a man saying, because you're a woman, you ain't supposed to know what I do with my head, whether it's bald or I got a box. That wouldn't make any sense.
I'm finna say, though, I bet you love a good scalp massage, though.
Oh, it does feel good. Listen, I'm an old man, but I'm an old man. You give me some warm milk and a back rub, I go to sleep.
See? No, so when it comes down to it, I didn't.
Shout out to
You saw that shit?
Ugh.
That shit was terrible, but god damn.
Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor, but I swear, man, turn the mic down just a little bit and stop yelling, please. That mic is too crisp and loud, and you be yelling. That whole time, I just want to be able to come up there and say, turn that mic down, brother. If I'm too loud, somebody let me know. But I got horrible equipment, even though I've been through a whole bunch of different equipment. I don't know how many I think I'm on computer number 4. I didn't use the Focusrite, the Zoom P4. Now I'm up to the Stream Deck and the Wave XLR. I didn't had UBS mics, AKGs. Everybody said, just buy a Shure. I guess I'll get a Shure eventually.
Yeah, he has, you know, he the grandfather of this YouTube shit. He was the first that I ever saw even have them. He didn't really do panels, but you used to be able to call into his show and things like that. So
yeah, that's when he was calling people hair-headed hoes and
yeah, even before that. Yeah, he used to be like in a room with a table.
I remember way back in the beginning of Tommy. I didn't really watch him like that, but I did hear him. He was wilding out. Him, Minister Jap, what's the pimp dude? Sinful to P.
That was
and then the other dude that's married to the white woman that be talking about he's a pickup artist. Steve the Dean.
Yeah, it's quite a few of them. But to the conversation that Witchcom was having, he went up there to kind of put her in a place. You women, this, your hair, this, da da da. And then she went to. It would have been disgusting. Women would have thought it was disgusting if he had done it to her, what she did to him, by touching his scalp, right? And so some women just need to. It's almost like they can't read the room. See, Tommy will fuck her, right? He'll fuck her, and there's still shit on her, and she'll smile and mammy the fuck up, right? And talk about massaging him until it gets all over the internet how he fucked her and how she smelled bad and shit like that, because that's what he does. So I just don't understand how when he went up there to talk and have the conversation, she went into touching his motherfucking scalp. It's what I don't understand.
I think she know who he is.
Yeah, okay, apparently not, because if she did, she wouldn't have done it. So either she a stupid dumbass bitch, which kind of do think that, and or she just dumb as fuck, which I kind of think that too, right? But that was sad, and Tommy gonna use that against her. So the fucking mind, okay?
Do you think it's because he is who he is, and that's a bump? It's like a pat on the back from you see, you know, OG on the panel, and she's a new channel, so she wants to but I hate that word, but cloud chase a little bit.
But so
like
if it was,
see, you know what happens, Bomb? They don't know we've been chopping it up for 4 years, and I've been in the space and whatever else. For some reason they think I'm new or something. But the new people, they think, oh, if Angry Man come on the panel, if I get Aaron O on the panel, if I get Tommy on the panel, that's gonna pop, pump it up.
No, I'm a pet. Listen, him being there is good, right? It's even good for our channel, possibly, maybe. But what she
do you think it's better? Do you think it's better if she challenges him though?
Yes, she got to be real with him, because I'm quite sure the conversation goes a certain way based on her action to do, right? He went up there, he was direct about what he wanted to talk about. If she would have been honest and shit and just had the conversation instead of going on that sexual thing. And so now she just don't know what she's done, or maybe she do, right? She'll regret it. But why would she do that?
As you watch the video, you'll see the conversation progress along. And I think Rose actually did a decent job of holding her own yesterday again with Tommy and them up there. I think she did a really great job as a host. She was a little nervous, but I think she did a great job. You know what I'm saying? Because she had so many big names up there yesterday, right? She had, you know what I'm saying, trying to name drop Aaron, you know what I'm saying? She had Tommy, she had Fantastic. She had a lot of big names on her panel yesterday, and she did a pretty decent job, I think, of kind of hosting that.
What the fuck are you talking about? So you say big names, You talking about regular YouTubers? Fantastic is a big name.
I
What
mean,
is you
Aaron,
talking about?
those are big names in this space. You know, that's why I was
Okay,
kind of
if you say so. We're not even gonna. There's no need to argue what you call big names or not. I mean, some of you men, y'all like to uplift other niggas that you don't know, and you, yeah, they're big names. Okay, but what I'm saying though, was so I get on the panel with Tommy. In fact, if I want to go over there by Tommy, I can. Go on him on my channel. All I gotta do is hit him up. There's a thing called respect.
Give me one second. Give me
Okay.
1 second, Bomb. We got to bring somebody up. This is a big name.
It's a big name. Okay.
Come on in.
Playing, it's always a treat when players meet.
We got the Purge God in the building. What's happening, Nancy?
Y'all know who it is. It's a big name in the building, damn it.
So, but let me
What's
finish
going-
saying this. So,
I'm just
yeah, because we women, we don't like. I don't never go nowhere and people be like, "Oh, we got that Bomb Cherry up because she a big name," or they held Bomb Cherry. You know, people held it correct with Bomb Cherry up there. Like, what's going on with you, men? But I do want to say this. I can have a conversation with Tommy and have disagreements. I never went at him on no sexual tip. Now he has come at me a while back, you know, because he's a man. That's what he do. I just don't understand though when the women do that because that he will regret that shit. He will call her a whore if he didn't. He will say these things about her. He gonna always remember that conversation and what she said in that moment because that's who he is. So if she knew who he was, she wouldn't have done that shit.
Well, she got to learn. She got to learn.
Well, yeah.
Because, yeah, he for sure would call you a black nigga bitch.
Oh, man.
It's kind of his brand, though.
Tommy will go off. Listen, hey, if y'all want to play with him, go ahead now. Y'all fun.
He will say that she was trying to get on him with that comment she made. Like, anyway. But you're right. We got to learn. I'm ready to give lessons. See, because I'm not playing with no bitch who tried to stab me in the back and do some shit. Like for months, I've been trying to calm myself down and chill out and be like, Bomb, just let that shit go. But the Scorpio and me just don't let that happen. So I'm glad that you're telling me there's big people over there, though, because I will review it.
Bomb, you a Scorpio? I'm a Sagittarius. Wow.
I'm on that cusp, baby.
Now astrology. Yeah. That's what that Mexican went off. That's what that Mexican went off for me for. She said, "What's your sign?" I said, "I'm an Aquarius." You want to be alone. I'm like, what?
Because you're Aquarius. Yeah. Well, I'm Aquarius too, Night. Who gives a fuck, right? Like, okay. I'll let the women do that. Yeah, but use your sign as an excuse for everything you do. This is the excuse to crash out, the excuse to fuck up, it's the excuse to cuss people out. It's okay. But when dudes do it, Lord ADS, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Facts. I am ashamed if I've ever done that.
Oh, now you didn't wait a minute. You been simping out to Bomb. Now you simping out. Come on, brother. Have some fight back. Fight back.
Well, no, he's a Hawks fan. Ain't no fight back, bro. His team play games. Them shits be over 3 minutes into the game. Game 48 minutes long, bro. The motherfucker just quit 3 minutes into the first quarter.
But we are the only team who beat your team, the Knicks, twice in the series.
Hey, nice to be the second worst loser, right? Third worst loser.
Somebody got to be second, right? Everybody can't be first. So
no, but my bad. I didn't say what's up to. What up, Nightish, Bomb, Lord ADS.
What up? What up?
But Bomb, I think Bomb got to understand too. Like and it's not now. I can say people like new folks and shit like that. So they're gonna say that certain names are big names. You used to it because you've been around for a while. You've been on all of these panels with people, regardless of how many subs that they got. you don't care how many people are on the show. You've been around for a while, so you don't see shit as bigger than what it is. But to a lot of people that had the bird's eye view, it's kind of like meeting a movie star for them.
Yeah.
When they see him on a panel, or they come to to a channel that they, that they normally don't come to, or something like that. So, I still think it's weird, and I didn't care. Even when I first got here, I didn't care, because I was like, it's social media. I know the difference, and plus I ain't never been starstruck like that anyway. I'm from New York. We see, movie stars and millionaires on the subway and shit. So I don't mean nothing.
Yeah, not really.
But
yeah, I didn't.
And I'm the same. Where you from too is the same way. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
I done been to many a sideshow and seen Too Short out there smoking weed, half sleep.
That's what I'm saying.
Richie Rich, a bunch of celebrity. Tony. That picture I got with Tupac is at Dwayne Wiggins' birthday party. That's one of the Tonys. Yeah, it's just regular out here. We see everybody.
I'm saying people are
out here downtown Oakland not that long ago. I guess they try to rob him for some weed or something. Yeah, it's kind of regular for the Californians. And I live in the tropics, so it's most of the time nice and warm and beautiful weather. But yeah, he's a YouTube celebrity, I guess.
It's really you or somebody with your name, but I know a troll situation. But no, when it comes
that's why I went ahead and that's why I tried to go ahead and jump in, because I know people think, hey, nigga out here trolling, and sometimes it do be trolls. So
no, and I appreciate you for having the conversation. When it comes down to it, I actually don't have an issue with Black men saying what their preference is. I do actually have a lot of times where even myself with my brothers, we have these conversations, right? I just know when it comes down to certain men, not every man is a monolith. So what one doesn't like, another will. Respectfully, the man that I am with, he actually does like when I do different things with my hair.
No, I get it. But then why did you say when talking to me, even if you thought I was a troll, why say to your fans that is something wrong with a man that is speaking about a woman's hairstyle?
Listen, he's doing it right now, Bomb Cherry. Does she know he's doing it to her right now? He's taking everything she says and twisting it. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. I don't think Bomb can.
Yeah. Every time she says something, is he bending it and twisting it a little bit. She did not say what you just said, but let's go. Let's see how much discipline she's gonna accept.
Why do that?
If it is something that you are not in preference of, I do find it a little strange where you could just go to the women that have the preference that you like. But again, I am a cosmetologist by trade. So as much as I have fun with other hairstyles, I still take care of my natural hair. Under this little wiggy bob, my hair actually is past the actual bob. I actually have to stuff all my hair in there. And I show my hair. If, people who go through my page and through my channel, they can see my hair, and I like to switch it up. So it's just fun. And I feel like when men kind of want to take the fun out of situations, I don't like that, because life is too dull and life is too sad already.
So then I ask, why is it that Asians and whites' idea of fun is still hair that looks like theirs? Why is it that their fun is something that looks like it could actually be theirs?
I mean, again, I've seen a lot of Asians. If you actually look at it, I don't know if you kind of see a lot of.
Don't you do this?
Hold on. Have you not seen the Asians with froze now?
Hold on. And you see these Asians with froze, you know what they do? They turn their own hair.
Yeah. See, the problem that she's having is that she don't know who she's talking to, and she really thinks she's having an honest conversation, right? This topic that he's about to say, that even if it's a fro, they use their own hair to fro it up, right? And his argument will be that when Black women, we put weave in our head, it's not even our hair texture or our hair. Instead of her just getting off that topic, period, she gonna go with it, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Tommy wants to fight,
right?
Yeah, but see, and this is the thing where that's like a double-edged sword, because Tommy been using the same talking points for years, like over a decade now. So that's actually an easy argument to smash objectively, right? Because even when you want to talk about Asians, like they probably lead the world in like hair care products and spraying their hair and doing all types of stuff, dyeing it all types of different colors, and they do that more than black folks do.
They do. They
check them out.
Here's another thing they do, though. And T, here's another thing they do. They surgically change their eyes to be wider to look like white people. The thing they try to do is be this porcelain doll and be what they call Eurasian. They don't want to look Asian. They want to look like white Asians, white dolls.
Yeah. And then you see this avatar. You remember them days.
Yeah,
when all
Mr.
the white
Ross,
folks
yes.
was I
Trees,
think he used to say, he used to say that his fro was real, but I know Bomb can remember, you can remember when them white folks was putting perms in their head just to be able to have curly fros. Okay, so a lot of people across multiple demographics have tried to change their look to look like something else.
Yeah.
So that's a horrible argument. Like, it's just a horrible argument. She just probably really doesn't know how to make the argument.
There's some Latinos that's dark red that then bleach their skin and try to dye their hair blonde and do all of the stuff. Everybody got their own little, group of people that's trying to be something that they're not.
Mm-hmm.
But I like. Listen, I understand that the red pills and the manosphere people don't like wigs, but I like my woman to be a different woman every couple months. Dye that shit red, dye blue, dye it all gray. I don't give a fuck. Short, bob, afro. I don't care nothing about your hair. Do you like me? Is all I care about. Whatever hairstyle you wearing.
To that, just like it's I'm from the Caribbean. There were white dudes who had locks. Mm-hmm. You know what they did? Lock their own hair.
And hold
again, I think it's actually more fun the fact that y'all know I could just
right. Asians come over here and they don't even be using their real names. Their name be Zing Zang or some shit, and they will call themselves Joe. Just they change their fucking names too. Okay, but you got it.
Jimmy, John,
yeah,
James.
Dave. Look the fuck out of here, bro.
Dave, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your name is not no damn Dave.
Exactly, bro. Come on.
What up, Red Pill Crip? Red Pill, pop up here, brother. This is your kind of conversation.
So I'm just saying, you can he can make the argument, but you can't just direct it just toward black women alone.
But he wanted to direct it towards Rogue because he wanted to argue with Rogue. He came up there to fight, and Rogue keeps smiling and going, "Oh no, sir, you're perfectly fine. Oh no, that's perfectly nice." Go to Bomb channel and say all that stuff about wigs and Asians and whatever else. There you got. Then you can have the argument that you want. I don't think at no point she's going to argue with you. She's going to smile and kind of skip past it all.
Take this off and I can have my hair under it, right? Instead of trying to really force my hair to do something. Because when it comes down to it, and again, this is just from the nerdy cosmetologist standpoint of things. Mm-hmm. My hair being protected instead of constantly manipulated is what makes my hair grow. What a lot of those people are doing to their hair, they're damaging their hair past the point of no return.
So before 2000s, what were black women doing to protect their hair?
Wigs were a thing.
No, I'm saying what was they out there? They were not. You seen black women walking around with, they would either perm their hair. That was one of the things they did, but it was theirs. Only old women. Everybody would tell you old women wore wigs. That wasn't a church lady wore a wig. It was a joke.
Yeah, old women wore wigs. That is a fact. When I was younger, I saw girls' hair. They had braids. They had afros. They had the hip hop cuts, with the fade on the side, a gumby. They had dyed a little blonde on the tips. But it all looked good to me.
No, I mean seeing girls like wear wigs and stuff, that I didn't really notice that until I was like a teenager in the 90s. Because that was like kind of like even with the girls in the family, that was just part of before you go to bed late night, like, you know, mom, auntie, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brush your hair, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Back
but
then, they used to say 1,000 strokes.
yeah.
You got to brush
But
your hair.
whatever. I
Even
mean,
when we had the waves, you got to brush it down before you put the wave cap and the Dax on or the Murray's grease. Brush it so you can get them waves right. We really cared about that back then.
But Tommy even debunked. Well, I'm not gonna say he debunked his own argument, but even the other day on Sharon's, he pretty much admitted, like, yo, you still gonna fuck with these chicks anyway. Like, we still gonna fuck with you anyway. So what does it matter?
Nothing. It's just a
That's what I'm saying.
conversation.
Where
It's a conversation. If you gonna get in where you fit in, Tommy. If all you can get is booger wolves, get used to banging booger wolves.
So it wasn't nobody just walking around just wearing a wig. They were wearing wigs typically when they got old and they lost their hair. It's like a hairpiece for a man. He didn't just wear a hairpiece. He wore it when he lost his hair. What I'm trying to say is women will try to make something not be a big deal. Y'all are very dismissive as Black women. I even listened to you say you dismissive about the hair. Then you were dismissive about men comparing themselves to women. But then you turned around and compared yourself to a man.
When did I do that?
When you said a man can have a body count, but gets mad at a woman for having one.
Oh, no. I definitely spoke up about the double standards of things. And I'm very aware of double standards. I'm actually pro double standards. I just know when it comes down to the whole conversation.
He want to fight with you and you keep being nice to him. He want to argue.
well, you know, I think she's trying to be, she's trying to be balanced. She's trying to be balanced, and that doesn't really go very well.
He want a back and forth, my young niece.
Well, and from a woman's perspective, she's not being balanced, she's being a mammy. See? So like she says, I'm very pro what was it she said? Double standard.
She's pro double standard. Yeah.
Right. So, and that's what we say. So the women gonna go at it, even if they don't, I will. Because she's being an actual mammy. She's saying I'm okay with the double standard, but yet she brought it up. And so it's almost like she is trying to be nice to him and everything because she think it'll get her somewhere, but it won't. So but why would you be pro double standard?
Which is a good point. That's why, like, if I were having that conversation, I would be like, maybe you just used a poor choice of words as far as, are you pro double standard, or do you just understand that that's just part of reality and you accept it?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Because that's how I wouldn't say that I'm pro double standard, but I just understand that's the world that we live in. There are some things that are acceptable for women to do that's not necessarily societally acceptable for men to do, and the other way around. Is it right? Not necessarily, but it just is.
Right. And I agree with you 100%. And also, she could have pushed it forward as into saying, well, yeah, but you want to argue with women doing what they have. Right? So men, y'all can do whatever y'all want with your hair, but women can also. But Tommy is going to keep harping on the hair, Black women hair, Black women hair. You know? Yeah. And listen, she made a good statement in the very beginning. Like, to be honest, she would have won the argument right from the jump, but Tommy wants to argue. And this is his wheelhouse, like you said, Auntie. He's been arguing the same point. I could go and find a video that's 10 years old, right?
Correct.
Same conversation. Yeah, I've had this conversation with him. And when I realized, like, hey, but where he going with it, I'm like, okay, dude, this is dumb. You arguing women hair, and you a man. And you know what I mean?
That's his field, though. Hair hats and wigs.
Hair hats. Yeah, I don't know if it's his field, but it is his talking point. That's a fact. And it'll never die down because of well, I'm gonna just leave it alone. Go ahead.
Well, because people care. It's
Well, not
Tommy
because people care,
Sotomayor.
because new people
He's
come
a big
along.
name.
Yeah, he's a big name. Yes, he's a big name. Yeah.
We do have to look at both sides of the conversation because there will be those who will argue that. Are you okay with someone else coming up, or do you want to just?
Oh, sure. No. I'm sure. I don't know if they come up. I'm like,
she's sweet. She's sweet.
Section. Respect is respect. I'm good on that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Mo Love. Hey, Momo.
Hey, girl. I thought you dropped the link for everybody. No,
not yet. Not yet. This was supposed to be a one-on-one with me and Tommy, but Tommy says he's cool with you being up here. Did you want to add something?
Oh, I was gonna speak on body count, but the hair thing, I love my hair. So, I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. I would guess if it mattered to my man, I would consider his feelings,
Right.
I think the bigger deal is it should matter to who you're with. You get what I'm saying? Like, you should compromise if you're in a relationship with somebody if they care. I don't think it's a big deal. I look at it as art, creativity.
It can be art, it can be creative, but if a dude is in his feelings because you wearing a weave or a wig, you probably shouldn't be with that dude. What difference does it make if you have a weave or a wig on? Why is that ever even a conversation?
I mean, it is when you're talking to Tommy.
Yeah, well, I know it is with him.
But I think it's only talking to Tommy on a panel or some shit, because I don't think it makes him a difference in real life neither.
Because, yeah, he said he'll bang anything, even with a wig or a wig on. He just ain't going to marry you. He halfway laughing right now.
As long as that man sees you natural and likes you in your natural state, that's all that matters. Now, if you are with the man and he can never see you natural, you always have a pound of makeup on and a wig, that's definitely a problem.
I always wonder, like, again, it is a bit dismissive when the women will say it doesn't matter. But the things about a man, regardless of what they are, they matter. Him being 6 feet matters. Him making 6 figures matters. And nobody ever comes out and says, well, there's something wrong with a guy with only 3 inches. We all sat and made fun of Puffy when we saw the video. Now, one person said, hey, not every girl want a giant. I don't know why when a man says something, which is very simple, it would be nice that we could have our women look like our children. And their excuse is it's just art. But when a white girl is using that same art to get box braids or whatever it is, she's cultural appropriating. I just find that strange.
I'm more so
okay. Calling it cultural appropriation is kind of crazy to me. Welcome in, Willing to Win. Okay, so this is why it's not cultural appropriation. Okay, so respectfully, there is nothing about the wig that I'm wearing, and we'll get back on the body count topic as well. Nor is there anything about the wigs that I do wear where I am trying to emulate a woman outside my race. So that's the whole point. No matter what type of style of hair I'm doing, I am still unapologetically a Black woman who still loves her natural hair, who still loves her natural everything, to the point where I can kind of just do the styles and still do it in a way where it doesn't mimic someone else. Even with this hairstyle, I am still unapologetically a Black woman.
So a white woman with braids is still unapologetically a white woman.
I don't get it. I don't have issues.
That man want to fight. He don't want to agree with you. Tell him Vikings had braids. I don't think
Right?
he was getting that he wanted to argue with you.
Didn't she and Tommy have a little debate like what about a month ago or so?
Yeah, over there on Melanin Legacy channel.
And didn't Rogue C get the best of him?
I think so. He don't even remember it all.
So that's why he came back. He came up on her to get a little get back, little revenge.
Could be.
It happens.
Yeah, could be. He came up there saying he don't remember her though. Yeah, that wasn't even a month ago, was it? Was it a month? Probably a month ago, yeah.
With the whole braids, it's just when your hair starts falling out because you're doing a style that is not meant for your hair. Again, I'm a cosmetologist by trade. So any style that I'm going to do on anybody, black, white, Indian, at the cosmetology school, I went to Empire Beauty School. So shout out to Empire Beauty School. We did all types of hair, but I also knew that the person's hair health is what matters. I've never been the type of person that says, oh, Kim Kardashian and the Bo Derek braids and all that. I didn't care about that. At the end of the day,
but you do know that that's a thing, though, right? You know that it's a big thing that white girls don't go around trying to beat black girls out of wearing blonde wigs. It doesn't happen. They don't go around and say, how dare you do what my ancestors did? But there's actually a group of, there's a large contingent to where that word cultural appropriation has become a word that you can look up in Webster's. That it is that big that black women have a problem with somebody else just doing what you and the young lady just said, being stylish and having fun.
So the issue that came with the cultural appropriation, just because, again, these are things that I actually research because this is in my trade. If we are familiar with the Crown Act, I believe it got passed 3-4 years ago now. So the whole idea was if other cultures can do with their hair what we naturally do with our hair and not get in trouble for it, we should not be getting in trouble, to the point where teachers, coaches, if a child has locks or braids, they shouldn't have somebody coming and cutting their hair. Right. So that is the only issue when it came down to the cultural appropriation. At least the genesis of the situation was the fact that if they can do it and not get in trouble, this is actually how we naturally wear our hair. So we should not get in trouble either. Where our hair should not be called distracting. Our hair should not be seen as problematic in any capacity.
Can I ask a question? And why can they get lip fillers and get butts to look like a black woman, but that's never called out? It's just a question.
I'll answer that. When did black women have a monopoly on butts and lips?
I'm just saying because we always...
No. That's a real question. You say it as if black women have it and the other people.
Okay, so I don't like they don't know this man, but I loved. So I want to give her hands because I see. She is smart enough to have a conversation with Tommy. She just don't know how to have the conversation with Tommy, right?
Just show me exactly where everything was up here.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. I'll talk to y'all. Continue on.
Yeah, I'm just coming in on that one. The only time I can remember when someone was forced to cut their hair was that kid that was a wrestler, and it was a dude, and that was a violation of rules. So in order for him to finish competing in the wrestling match, they had to cut his dreads. That was kind of what he did sign up for.
I never heard about that either.
You can look it up. I mean, I'm just saying I never heard about people being forced to cut their hair for anything else.
Yeah, I've heard about women saying they had to straighten their hair for work, but nothing other than that.
That goes back decades though. I never heard of anything like that, like recently or anything.
Because now you can do whatever.
Mm-hmm. But I know that was a wrestler. I forget what state it was in. It was like, what was it, like North Dakota or something like that? Don't quote me on that. But yeah, that they had a specific section in the damn rule book where it said something about, hey, your hair can't be, X length or whatever, to be able to compete in a wrestling match. So he wanted to compete in a wrestling match, so they had to cut his hair right there.
Oh.
Let's see.
You didn't hear me say that. No, it ain't. No, I'm sitting up here saying, no, it is. But it's according to what I do with it. That's why I said, well, let me turn it into an industry then.
Boy, oh boy, they're coming in. They're coming in. Oh boy, buckle up, everybody. All right. Woo, all right. Let me welcome to the stage real quick. So originally we had Tommy, myself, Mo Love. Now we got Choco Kitty, Mick, we got Nightish. Oh boy, y'all are coming in. Shout out to Mr. Fantastic. Thank you for joining us as well. Now we got Willing to Win and Scam Likely. All right. And
Can I just respond to him real quick? I'm not going to argue with him. I just want to respond to what he just said.
Okay. Hi,
okay.
Choco. Hi.
Hey, my bad.
Hi.
So I'm gonna respond to what you just said about the pseudoscience thing. So whether somebody is a hoe or sleeps with a lot of people, and whether soul ties is pseudoscience, that's two different conversations. So I feel like you made an assumption based on me saying that something is pseudoscience, and that has nothing to do with that has nothing to do with how many people I sleep with. I talk about pseudoscience because I'm pro science. I'm against pseudoscience. So therefore, that's why I said that it was pseudoscience. They don't have nothing to do with who's doing what. That's a whole completely different conversation. So that was a logic fail on your part, and it was uncalled for. That's it.
Well, first off, ma'am, it wasn't personal. I don't know you. And I said, and I will continue to say it, that anybody, in my opinion, who thinks that there is a tie to the person you are sleeping with, or that there's no tie to that person, as a matter of fact, there is science that shows about women and the oxytocin released when they
Tommy is lying. Are y'all here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now that was so.
Yeah, I keep muting myself and forgetting that I muted myself. Go ahead, Bomb.
Oh, okay. Choco Kitty is right. That's pseudoscience. And I like the group of women that's up there now, because she is right, due to time, Black women especially, but even Black boys, when they started doing locks and wanting to do afros, they think of that as they start placing the afro with the Black Panthers, and they think the Black Panthers is criminal because they was pro-Black, right? You remember that, Nightish, right? So that's what they've been doing through the time. So little girls, I remember in Philadelphia, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, a little girl who had high hair because it's her natural hair. Their teachers was complaining that she was interfering with the education in the classroom because her hair was too high, right? And they said it was what they call it when it's not manageable. They use these terms. It not manageable, keep it managed, do this, do that. But when white women decide they want afros or locks, or it's thought of as professional and it's okay and it's cool. We don't care about what they do with their hair. But if what they do with their hair, like I think she already said and y'all said, if they can do it and it's thought of as cool and they get, compliments, but when we do it, we get punished. Because I've had braids before and they called me in HR. This was in like the 90s, somewhere in the late 90s, and told me that it was unprofessional. Yeah, it was just what they would call micro braids back then, micro. And they told me it was unprofessional because it was too ethnic. It was too Black. You see? So Tommy knows this, though. Tommy is not a stupid man. He knows this, but he knows his arguments will satisfy the white people and some of the Black people. And he knows that the women don't know, a lot of these young women don't know how to get out of the conversation. But the women who are up there right now, they are intelligent enough to do it. They just gotta, stop hitting on him. Stop, like when you realize he'll give a shit about that because he's there to try to destroy you, then just answer the questions, have the conversation, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I would agree with Bomb on that. Like, yeah, once that conversation starts getting had, it's no longer about what's right, wrong, or even if you make it sense. It becomes panel warfare at this point. So you got to be able to listen. You got to be able to listen, and you got to be able to use people's words and they talking points against them. Especially with somebody like Tommy.
have orgasms, there is science that shows the attachment they have to that man they had it with until they have their next cycle.
That's not a soul tie. That's all I'm saying.
They call it a soul tie, meaning that you have this connection to a person. They use the word soul, just like when people say black folks got soul. You know what they mean when they say it.
Chaco,
okay,
we do have to understand that sex is a spiritual thing. You are
Well, see, that's also all right. I'm not gonna do it, but yeah, that is also pseudoscience. I'm just a scientific person. That's it. I'm not gonna argue with y'all, but so all I wanted to say was that I'm sorry for cutting you off. I just wanted to say, like, it's really all about the science, nothing else. That's it.
I disagree.
Bro, can I say something real quick to kind of
a person with a background with the science? That's what's weird. A person with a background with the science.
Hello?
I have it.
Hello?
I don't understand. I could see if I was just a person randomly just saying things, but I understand.
He is randomly saying things.
Okay, then go look it up.
I didn't say what you were saying just now isn't true. Okay, that could be true, but it is not soul ties. It's not spiritual. It's not magical or mystical. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe I'm confused. When you hear the word soul tie, what does it mean to you? So I can tell you if that was what I was saying or not. Because apparently the word soul tie means something to you different than it did to me.
When I hear soul ties, I'm thinking of like what she said, something spiritual, something that science cannot detect, something that's like more than what like meets the eye. Nothing. If you're talking about oxytocin, if you're talking about stuff being released as a part of a physical process, that's not spiritual. That's science. And that's what I was the problem is that I don't agree with soul ties. That's it.
But me. What was I saying when you came up here and talked to me?
What you responded to me. So wait, but when you responded to me, what was I saying?
No. I said, what were the words I used when you were asking? So therefore,
you said that the girl who said that it's pseudoscience is probably a hoe. That's what you said.
You were talking to me. Jesus, never mind.
Okay. So let's take it back to this whole body count situation. Whether it's pseudoscience or not, there is science that explains why people get connected to each other. And if you want to go for the spiritual side of things, there is a spiritual side that will deem why we get connected to each other when we have sex. So the whole point is, when men do have that conversation, when it comes on to this body count conversation, we can understand why I guess a man will feel like you will still be caught up on your exes if you do have a larger body count. Can we all agree to this or no?
No.
Okay. So Nidish, go ahead. Thank you so much for your patience.
I think men and women can be detached. There may be somebody that can what they say one man supposedly did something to you that you're gonna be stuck with forever. I don't think all men. There's one woman that can do something to you that you may be trapped forever, but not all women, no.
Okay, so I will take that. That is fair. So before I continue, does anyone else have disagreement to the whole soul tie argument?
Night, you're on mute. If you were saying anything.
Yeah, I'm on mute. They said one man can leave an imprint on you. Not all men. They says one woman that'll always have access to you because she leaves an imprint on you. Not all women. That's what I was saying.
I mean, look, I would agree, but even with the body count argument, that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't even agree with the whole, the whole double standard thing. Now, I get it, it's reality, but most of the folks in these spaces, when they use it as an argument to go at women with a high body count, they use it to kind of prove she's irresponsible. So if a high body count is irresponsible for a woman, what makes it more responsible for a man to have it?
That's a true argument.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons, and I get it. I mean, society will say, hey, if she's got a high body count, she's a 304. If he's got a high body count, he's a player. That's what society is accepted. But if we're using it to prove or explain
Well, if you
somebody
come at
being
it from
irresponsible.
if you come at it from a moralistic standpoint, they both the same thing.
Exactly. And then that's my point. You know. So I don't think it's irresponsible that a woman has one, but it's responsible if a dude has one, especially if he's leaving, babies and STDs and spreading them all over the place. It's no more irresponsible from her than it is from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody. Thanks for bringing it up. It's fantastic. Can you hear me? Am I coming in clear?
All right.
Yeah, you clear.
Thank you for coming up.
Salute.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yeah. What's up? Shout out to everybody. So I guess no, I definitely don't disagree with it because, like I said, it's sex is a spiritual thing outside of just the physical. And then, like you said, you can tie. I don't think a lot of people understand that a lot of things that we understand to be spiritual have scientific backing, right?
Of course.
So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said, of course, I agree.
Okay, yeah. So and like Tommy says, especially being that if you understand how many women do not actually reach sexual satisfaction, and they talk about this, if you can get a woman to actually be sexually satisfied, and have certain oxytocin, and I always get the other. What's the other main pleasure?
Dopamine.
The other main pleasure on what's the name?
Is it dopamine?
Yeah, dopamine. There we go. Thank you. And dopamine, you create a special.
Did he say serotonin?
Because you're able to do something that most other men can't.
He said dopamine and oxytocin.
Okay, I think he meant serotonin. Because dopamine is released from multiple different things.
Yeah, you can get a dopamine hit from just turning on your phone in the morning and checking out the DM.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just about anything. Serotonin is a little different, And that's when you're talking about the feeling of euphoria.
Yeah. And that's what they really want. They just want the feeling of euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing about women versus men, women can come a bunch of times. Not just once or twice. In a session, she can come 30 times because there's so many different spots, stimulants. So yeah, a woman can come up. It's us that got, I don't even know if it's 30 seconds of a climax, and then we got to wait until whatever else. No, a woman can come back to back on you. And he's talking about, come on some more. She wants some more.
Yeah, this ain't one of them early morning conversations of night, man. It's a little deeper. You're getting a little deeper with it, dog.
What's going on, TK? What's going on, Zoomer? What's going on, SD? Good morning, Mo Business.
And I agree with you. That's why, like I said, when it comes down to this whole situation of body count, I think Tommy was also going to counter my point as far as what I was saying. Tommy, was it about the comparison?
Well, I actually agreed with you when you were saying body count, but then I found it funny that you were saying men who you were trying to talk bad about men who compare themselves to women, but women have no problem comparing themselves to men. Matter of fact, y'all have more penis envy than anybody because of black women, because y'all will say, bruh, bro, suck my dick, give me head. Y'all speak like guys, so that's that thing. So how you talk down to a man that's comparing, saying, well, wait a minute, if women, because when men bring up what women do, we're not bringing it up saying we want to be y'all. We're bringing it up saying y'all are constantly saying you are equal to us. Well, if you're equal to us, then why can't we judge you like us? That's the only time men bring it up.
So let me say this. For everyone, I have a lot of people that are new to Lover Gang. Thank you. Shout out to coming through for Lover Gang. I appreciate you.
Oh, Lover Gang. You got a high body count too? Okay.
Oh my goodness. She don't understand and he's over there. Anyway, we're gonna leave it alone. Listen, let me play my money song because y'all acting like I don't need it.
We got to get our shit together.
It's about to go down.
A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in.
Tell them to bring me my money. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Oh, honey, I got to get my hands on some.
And then I'm gonna get that money.
I approach him with my.
I like that. I want to just, I need that.
I take your money.
Yeah, listen, it's scrolling on the bottom. It say Cash App $ KNIGHTISH1 or PayPal.me/IDLNO, or you can Venmo me at Nightish1. Support the situation, y'all. I have a small goal, $50 a day. Send me 5, send me 2, send me 1. But get involved.
Now, I would say this much though, right? I don't even know why the conversation about body count even comes up, because human beings don't come with odometers on their forehead.
I'm sure that, like
on their
I
waist.
said a long time ago, I'm positive that Tommy remembers that argument, and he would love to have sex with her.
I'm just pause, but yeah, more than likely. But my point is, it's just a stupid argument, because even if by some miracle you were able to tell somebody's body count, or somebody were to tell you their body count, why would you even believe them? And this is from a man or a woman. Like it's irrelevant.
It's an ego thing. And if the number is above what you think, if she had slept with 3 people, you're gonna feel some kind of inadequacy, because you're gonna have an imagination that dude made her moan and scream and do things. Listen, I was having sex with a woman, and she told me about another dude. I stopped right there.
Yeah, I mean that's weird. So yeah, I mean that would, yeah, I mean the only people that I say would be concerned with that are people with those kind of personal insecurities. Because if somebody's with you right now, why are you worried about where they've been?
Yeah. Do you love me? Do you like me? Are you fun around me? Are you conversive to me? It's about me and the moment and you. It ain't about yesterday and partner and whoever else.
Yeah, so
at all to me.
Them, yeah, that just activates one's own insecurities to even want it. Like, that's why I said, why would you even want to know somebody else's body count like that? And even if you did know, would you really believe it?
No. No. So it's pointless to ask the question. Grow up, y'all. Grow up.
I remember a few years, but what was I think I was watching the episode of Roseanne or something like that. And it was the sister. Her boyfriend asked her, like, oh, well, how many men have you been with? She's like, oh, well, it's been like 3 a year. Probably since I was 18, and the woman like 38 now. Right. Yeah. So he's like, okay, it don't sound that bad. Three a year. And then he does some math and he multiplies that by 20 damn years. And he's like, hold up. 60 dudes. And that was pretty much the whole damn episode of him feeling like less than a man.
I like Roseanne Barr, the comedian. I like her husband too. I can't think of his name right now that she got divorced from. I like him too as a comedian. But I didn't watch that much Roseanne. You know what I was a fan of? And when I look back on it now, I don't know why I was a fan of Seinfeld. I watched a lot of Seinfeld.
And the dry humor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I watched a lot of Larry David. I loved when JB Smoove got on there.
Red Pill Crip know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. That was wild. And it's like, damn, bro. Like, you really worried about that? You know?
But see, Red Pill be out here on these hoes though, so he really ain't asking no hoe what her body count is. How much you Red Pill are y'all having dates cause y'all cool, or you got to give them $40? Tom Arnold, that's his name. Thank you, Dragonfly. The dude with the coolest name in YouTube, Street Dragonfly Jones, which is the character that Martin played on his show with the karate gi on and the missing teeth. That's Dragonfly Jones. But yes, Tom Arnold and Roseanne. Yeah, I like both of them. But yeah, Red Pill. Do you have a relationship with them chicks where you can buy them a couple wine coolers and they'll let you have a freebie, or you still got to give them the $40? I'm asking for a friend. I don't want to know. This is a weird question.
Just because I'm a lover doesn't mean I have a high body count. No, sir. Not at all.
I thought that's what that meant. My bad.
No, sir.
I thought we was the same.
No.
Damn, my bad.
No, especially not no thousands.
You understood me. Now I feel bad. Now I feel, how would you embarrass me in front of these good people?
Well, you assumed. That's what you get for assuming. No, I'm a lady.
Oh God, I'm leaving.
I'm a lady. My parents raised me right. No, but in all seriousness, when
Tommy
it comes
Michael.
down to how we think over here at Lover Gang, as a woman, and I've traveled down the feminist road, the new extremist feminist road. It's not for me. I believe that the issue is when women are trying to be equal to men, that's where we fail. I believe that the search is actually for equity and not equality. I am a woman. You are a man. I am in no way ever going to be equal to you, nor do I want to be. I don't want to have penis envy.
It is about equity, and women do have penis envy, and they do want to. I believe it's beyond. They don't want to be equal. They want to dominate and control. They want to be a beyond. That's why the new thing they keep talking about now. They be talking about the divine feminine. And that divine feminine, I first heard about that from Young Pharaoh before he went crazy, when he's saying that the black woman is God over there on that Conscious channel. So y'all really believe that y'all the God. We have women come on this these YouTube streets and say, why would I listen to my creation? I was like, what they mean by that? They saying that they created man because they the gods. So why would they listen to their creations? But they want to be in a soft girl era and want a man who can provide 100%. Worker bees.
Because I am pro the vajayjay. I enjoy what I have down there. It is wonderful. It is magical. It produces life. It is a great thing to be a woman. But there is.
Listen, and Rogue talk like that, and she 30 and my daughter is 34. So she younger than my daughter, but she's a grown woman. And then when I respond when she talk like that, I'm a creepy old man. You 20-something years, I don't give a damn. That's a grown woman. Fine shit.
It's a strength as having men around. There's a strength when having a man that I can respect, which is why I can go ahead and put men in the category of where they should be, because I know what manhood looks like, not because I want to be a man, but because I was raised by great men and I am surrounded by good men. So I can always say that, no, I'm not envious of men, but I do have certain expectations and standards for men. But over here at Lover Gang, we do not hate men. We do not hate women, because
shout out to the expectations and standards. And if you want to see the rest of her show, her link will be in the description. Let me ask my good brother, Sir Lord ADS and Auntie, do y'all have any closing words while we ship it on over there to Sharon?
Grace.
Go ahead, Lord.
Great show, Nights. Thank you for having me up.
Yeah, I appreciate you. But let's say this also. It's always a great show. Don't act like this is something special. It's just another one like the other one. Auntie.
Yeah, I'll say the same thing. Good show.
Shout out to the
I didn't even I didn't even catch that one the other day, but I guess I'll catch the replay.
Yes,
it's
sir.
funny. Yeah. Gotta
Red Pill, I need you to come up here more often too, brother. You don't have to stay in the chat. You can come out the clouds. Let me say what I always say to you, beautiful people, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Be great.
We'll shut this motherfucker down.
That's all, folks.